It's hard for me to let go, but I think that I'm finally feeling good again. So hard cause I loved you, but I'm finally feeling like myself. All of the wounds that were opened by you are now closing. I finally know how to live without hurting myself. I think that I am moving on cause I do feel less broken. I needed a sign, this is a sign that I'm healing. I'm finally healing from you. I'm finally healing from you. I'm finally healing. I'm finally healing from you. I'm finally healing. Oh, oh. I'm finally healing from you. I know I make mistakes, don't mean to come off hardy. I'm just an imperfect person in this imperfect world. But I'm learning my way under this maze that I'm running. Now when I
Punch me
think
in the
of
boob.
I'm gonna see a picture of you, it would eat me alive. And now when I think of you, I'm fine. And all of the wounds that were opened by you are now closing. I finally know how to live without hurting myself. I think that I am moving on cause I do feel less broken. I needed a sign, and this is the sign that I'm healing. I'm finally healing from you. I'm finally healing from you.
Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon, and I end up alone.
Yo, what is up, Twitch chat? How we doing? Hello, hi, welcome to a Friday stream. Probably a short one, just chatting tonight. I am double vaxxed up on this Friday night. Morgan and I just got our vaccination like 5-6 hours ago. So some of the side effects are starting to creep in. Morgan's doing better than me right now. My arm is very, very sore.
Punch me in the boob.
And on top of that, I have kind of a headache. But side effects mean that it's working, and it's my immune system is working and doing its thing. So keep doing those windmills. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Thank you, by the way, to Mars for the 46 freaking months. That's a long time. Thank you for sticking around so long. And Lemma Bean with Prime for 10 months, hitting those double digits. Thank you so much for being generous enough to use your once-a-month Prime on me. But yeah, I'm fully vaccinated now, and I have to wait for, the next couple weeks for efficacy to kick in. But if I'm a little bit lower energy tonight, a little bit less able to keep up with chat, whatever it means, it's probably because of I'm just like very tired. I'm very, very fatigued right now. So probably a shorter chat stream, but we're just gonna be vibing out. We're gonna be hanging out, talking, just spending time together. The last sort of regular stream before we launch the St. Jude charity play live streams that will take over the entirety of May. Every single stream in May, for those of you who don't know, will be dedicated to raising money for the kids and families of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. So, Kenzie, thank you for sharing those kind words with the community. That's very, very nice. I asked my doctor how being immunocompromised might affect me, and she was like, you actually might not have many side effects, and sure enough, I barely felt it, so probably good you're feeling it at least a bit. Yeah, for sure. Ruby, hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Got mine earlier this week, and I feel like I had an aftershock of the side effects today because I feel blah. A lot of people have said that the fatigue specifically sort of lasts beyond like the first 48 hours that the other side effects normally hit people during. So, yeah, had a really bad headache, took some Tylenol as advised, and yeah, that was some good stuff, you know. You can start donating in 20 minutes. Well, no, not until I activate the campaign and everything like that. I'm trying to gauge if I'm going to be doing that like live during a stream tomorrow, if I feel up to it, depending on the side effects. Otherwise, I'll just be launching it at some point during the day, and you guys will be able to donate based off of the links that I put up on social media. Tomorrow, we're also unveiling, for those of you who don't know, I got reached out to by Designed by Humans, which is one of the official St. Jude sponsors. And they reached out to me because our community was one of the highest raising communities last year for St. Jude. We raised I think we were in like the top 20, top 25, something like that. Out of all the like hundreds, thousands of channels that raised money for St. Jude last year, we were like top 20 or whatever. And they reached out so that we could design a special t-shirt for St. Jude this year. So that will launch tomorrow as well. And you guys will be able to buy that shirt if you'd like to. And it will benefit, I think it's like $10 of the purchase go towards St. Jude directly. And you get a cool shirt that shows off, you know, your support of our campaign this year, which is like really, really cool. Just to give you guys a heads up, that is being made by Designed by Human, not Second City. Just because Designed by Human is a direct St. Jude sponsor. So St. Jude is very, very, I don't want to say restrictive because that sounds like overbearing, but they're like very careful about who they allow to use their branding to advertise for them. So Designed by Humans does all of their like merch and things like that. Cautious, that's a great word, Shira. Thank you. So the quality is good. Is it Second City good? Not quite in my opinion. And that's just me being transparent with you guys. For those of you who might have to like decide, are you going to make a direct donation to the charity, or are you going to buy a merch shirt, whatever. But it's still very good quality. So just to give you guys a heads up on that, shirt reveal will be tomorrow. You'll get to see what it looks like. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's actually very flattering that they wanted to like reach out and work with me specifically. So very, very excited to have another avenue of donating to this incredible cause together. So yeah, particular. That's another great word, Crafty. Yeah, thank you very much. Very, very cool. Merch. Yeah, we're talking about the St. Jude merch design that I got approached to design and present to the community so that we can raise as much money as possible for this cause. So yeah, besides your shot, how was your day? It was pretty good. It was actually really good. Those of you guys who don't follow me on Instagram, you might have missed the post where I showed off a bunch of really cool stuff that I got from a surprise package, care package from Warner Brothers Pictures, of all things. Warner Brothers Pictures, big movie company, big distribution company, sent me a Mortal Kombat care package, which is like fucking crazy because like I've been a Mortal Kombat fan since I was a kid, and I've been, you know, I played the arcade games back in the day. I used to buy the home console games, and I was not expecting it. I wasn't even entirely sure how they got my name on a press list or anything like that, but they sent me a Mortal Kombat care package with like a cute little heart pillow. It's in the shape of like a heart, and it says "Get Over Here" on it. Sort of like a nod to the fatalities. We got Mortal Kombat, these are blue light glasses. So, like, they help protect your eyes when you're on the internet browsing Mortal Kombat content, which is kind of neat. Yo, what's up, Ina? How we doing? Brian getting that sweet PR package. He's hitting the big times. That's what Morgan was saying to me. She was like, whoa, surprise, like, AAA company care package. That's got to mean something. And I was like, yeah, I mean, like, I've got them before, but, like, this one was, like, super unexpected. I had no idea why it arrived, and then I opened it. I had no idea what it was. I was like, huh, I wonder what WB stands for. And then it was actually WB Pictures. And it had all this cool stuff. We got the classic logo of the t-shirt, the Mortal Kombat logo. Pretty cool. That hurts my arm a lot to raise it. We got a Mortal Kombat hat. Pretty cool. We got a Sub-Zero face mask to wear out and about, which is pretty neat. WB Mason. Who but WB Mason sent it? We got a Scorpion face mask. This is the one I was wearing in my Instagram picture. So go to Instagram, follow me there. Please, I'm losing followers on there. Which I'm assuming is them, like, getting rid of bot accounts and stuff. Much like here. It's been weird to, like, stream as often as I do and see us, like, drop in followers, but they've been clearing out, like, I guess, millions of accounts on Twitch right now that were bot accounts. So I'd rather not have bots on our side anyway. Pretty sure that's exactly how you're supposed to wear that hat. And then this, I'm not entirely sure what this is. I think it's like a microfiber, like cleaning cloth, or maybe it's like a head wrap. I don't know. But it's got Scorpion and Sub-Zero, some really cool art on it. So thank you, WB. I'm obligated to tell you guys that Mortal Kombat, the new movie, is streaming on HBO Max right now. I watched it when it came out, and it was really fucking stupid. But it was, like, fun. I really enjoyed it. Beach towel for sure. Could hang it up? Yeah, I could hang it up. But, yeah, go check it out. It's actually, like, if you like the old, like, goofy-ass Mortal Kombat movies, it has some of that goofy-assness in it, which is fun. And there's some, like, really good fight choreography and shit like that. A lot of good nods and references to the video games. So, yeah. Kenzie, take care. Thank you for being here. Anyway, chat. Thank you so much for joining me on a Random Ass Friday. Especially when I'm this low energy. Again, for those of you joining late, I am double COVID vaccinated up. And the side effects have been okay so far. My arm is very sore, and I'm fatigued, and I have somewhat of a headache. So if I'm talking a little quieter, slower, unable to read chat, whatever it is, that is why. But I urge everyone who's able to get a vaccine to please get one so that we can keep our world as safe as possible, keep ourselves as safe as possible. Oof. Random Ass Fridays are the best ass Fridays. Well, I'm glad to have anyone here at all, and I'm very, very appreciative of any viewers because we started, like, way later than we normally do. Anyway, chat, hit me up with some good news because I need it today. I'm just, like, very tired. I'm very, very tired. But I would love to hear some good news. Make sure it's something that we can all be comfortable with, but it doesn't have to be anything big. If you got something small, we'll celebrate it with you as best as we can. Keep in mind, I won't be able to read all of it, but chat, please lift each other up. Please validate each other, you know? You should just totally move your arm throughout the stream to help the pain. Like this. I was doing I made a TikTok of me doing the Zoomer windmill. The TikTok life hack of doing that. And it's helped a little bit, honestly. I think you can just probably do this. Kind of good news. Got my second shot yesterday, and while I'm the dam near the whole Iberian Peninsula. Wait, what? I'm the dam near the whole Iberian Peninsula. Pain is the only side effect I have. Oh, do you mean Siberian? Like you're cold? You got the chills? Pain is the only side effect I have versus the first shot where I had pain and headaches / sinus issues. Hey, that's awesome. That's normally the opposite. Most people say the second one's a lot harder. My first one, I just had a little bit of soreness in my arm and I was a little bit tired, but this one feels a little bit more intense already. Good news, the guy that made the DaBaby game is on TikTok. His username is DevBoy. That's fucking hilarious. Oh my god. That ending made me laugh. Oh, my TikTok? I mean, that's all I had to say. Good news, I finally have this next week off to spend cleaning my apartment and finally getting my new car. Hell yeah, Ina. Congrats to you. That's incredible. It's awesome. Good news, I'm officially registered for a Pfizer or a Moderna vaccine. I also got my wisdom teeth removed the other day, so this whole day of streams is helping me feel better. Hey, wisdom teeth being taken out will be good for you in the long run. I definitely know how that is because I had that happen for me back when I was in high school, and it was a rough recovery process, but you're going to get through it just fine. I'm glad that you got streams to help you out. And yeah, awesome for registering for the vaccine. Good news, update on last good news. I moved back home today from my university. Very excited to be home and see my family. Book lover, we're so happy for you. Seriously. So happy for you. Good news, I have an intake appointment on Monday to get my mental health back on track. Menendez, hell yeah, it is never too late to work on yourself, to figure out the best way to change your perspective of the world, to basically treat yourself the way that you deserve to be treated. That's awesome to hear about. Seriously. My good news, tomorrow is my 7-year anniversary with my boyfriend Yamanaka. That is incredible. That is a huge milestone, and we are so happy for both of you. I'm so glad that you found someone you can stick by for such a long time. Good news, I just packed up all my shit because I'm moving in with my partner. Things are starting to feel real now. Falcon, that's so great. We are so happy for you. That is absolutely incredible. Seriously. That is very good stuff. Good news, my partner and I had our application approved for an apartment in a pretty neat complex, and we're on the road to signing our lease. That Aspie, that's excellent. New home, new environment, all that stuff is good stuff. Oh my god, I can barely lift my water bottle. I'm going to have to use my other arm that I'm not used to lift my water bottle up. Good news, even though I had to get my blood drawn today, the nurse did it super quick and got it first try. I have the worst veins, and they have not gotten it on the first try in probably years. Shira, that is some good news. I definitely know how that is to have a nurse that has to be like, oh, missed it, gotta go back in, and it's like, shit. That's the worst thing. My nurse today was so good. For those of you on the fence, those of you who also have needle phobia like I do, phobia of needles like I do, I'm to the point where I have like full-blown like panic attacks just thinking about needles. It's not the pain, it's not the fact that things are being injected into me, it is not anything like that. It's literally just the concept of a needle, the fact a needle exists, like a syringe exists at all, freaks me out, where I just like hyperventilate and have like panic attacks. This nurse, both my first dose and my second dose, the nurses were so great. This one was fantastic. So inside of our little vaccination centers, there's like a desk set up where like the person who does your paperwork is doing your paperwork while the nurse who's also there gives you the shot. So what happened this time, I'll go through my first time as well. The first time I had a nurse who was an older lady, and she was fantastic and so nice and so kind. And as soon as I told her I had a phobia, she was like, listen, I have a friend who used to be a nurse back in the military. And she said there were guys who would go out there and they'd fight on the front lines and they'd come back and need a shot, and they were terrified of needles. So it's like a psychological thing. It can affect anyone. She's like, I get it. And she was like, here's something that one of the tips that she gave me that helps a lot and has helped a lot of my patients. When you are about to get a shot, don't only like break eye contact, don't only look away from it so that you don't see it coming, but when you look away, wiggle your toes. Because when you wiggle your toes, sure, some of us do it as just like a restless thing without thinking about it, but when you focus on wiggling your toes, you have to focus on wiggling your toes. It is a very conscious thing, and I started doing that, and I was like, this is so silly. This is not going to work. And I was like sitting there, I was like looking away, and I was wiggling my toes, and I was like, this is dumb. This isn't going to work. And then she was like, oh, it's all done, by the way. And I was like, what the fuck? I did not even feel the needle. So if you're afraid of needles, if you're afraid of injections, if you're afraid of the pain of getting a shot, if you are nervous in any kind of way like that, if I can get through it, you can get through it. And I did not even feel the needle. I did not even feel the needle. Today, second dose, today, there's the table with, like, the person doing the paperwork, and then there's the nurse. And while the nurse was, like, prepping my arm, putting on, like, the, you know, the sanitizing wipe and stuff, she was like, the lady at the desk was like, hey, what's your shirt say? And today I'm wearing my Play for More Than Just Bragging Rights St. Jude shirt. This is the Play Live slogan. You know, we're not just playing video games online for glory and, you know, freaking e-boy points, whatever the hell. We play video games to raise awareness for this cause, raise money for this incredible, incredible organization. That's the St. Jude way. So I was explaining St. Jude Play Live to her, and I felt like a little bit of pressure on my arm. Didn't hurt. Nothing like that. Just a little bit of pressure. And I looked over, and the nurse was pulling the needle away. And it was like, you're all done. And I was like, wait, what? And they, like, tag teamed so that, like, one of them had distracted me, and then the nurse had just, like, gone in and given me the shot, and I didn't even feel it. So it was absolutely fantastic. It was amazing, and she was so kind. But it turns out the lady working the desk, her daughter goes to NYU for game design and game development, and is making indie games right now, which I was like, that's amazing. I have, like, so many people in that space, and I play so many indie games myself, and that's so cool. And so we, like, talked about video games for a little while Morgan was getting hers done. So it was really cool. It was really, really cool. And again, if you are someone who is afraid, if you just tell the people that you have, like, this fear, a lot of them will be nice. Hopefully they have, like, really good bedside manner, just like those ladies that I had today, or had my first and second dose. So, yeah. My nurses do that. They always get me to talk about my interests. Yeah, Jody, isn't it a great thing? Because it really does, like, take your mind off of it, which is, like, really great. Anyway, I missed a lot of good news, guys. Keep the good news coming in the chat. We're just doing chat tonight, so I'm not going to be distracted by anything. I'm going to be just vibing with you and occasionally careening off with a rant like I just did a second ago. So, yeah. One time, a nurse distracted my sister with a bowl of candy while giving her a shot, and she just goes, ow, all offended like. I've seen someone wiggle the injection site as a distraction. Wiggle the injection site? Is it like they rubbed it or something? Or like, oh, hey, like I'm doing this to you while giving you the shot so that, like, you don't know, like, when it's coming? Please elaborate. I would love to know. Not going to be distracted by anything, says ADHD streamer talking to ADHD chat. Well, if you get distracted by anything, that's on you. That's out of my control. I try to be interesting when I go live. If I'm not, then, well, shit. It's all I have. I'm finally motivated to start learning Japanese again after a couple of weeks. That's awesome, Toastery. I did some Japanese when I was in college, and I don't like that they have a billion alphabets, and that with, like, formal usage of words and conjugations and things make that language very hard for me to learn. So I had to drop it when I was in college, but I know very basic Japanese. I've been to Japan. It's a cool place. While the shot was happening, so they wouldn't notice the prick. Yeah, okay, yeah. So kind of like what I was thinking then, Aspie. Thank you for explaining that. What, streamers don't control their audience? I mean, in a perfect world, all of you would be under my control. Twitch Prime. Twitch Prime. Twitch Prime. Did it work? Wait, I gotta do it different. Twitch Prime. Twitch Prime. Twitch Prime. Twitch Prime. Did we get 8,000 Twitch Primes right there? I didn't see it. I mean, there's no notification, so I'm guessing not. I gotta work on my mind control powers. Back when swine flu was the thing, they distracted me while I was getting the vaccine by asking me about school. So I was anxious about school instead of needles. It's like the old, like, oh my god, my leg's broken. And then you, like, punch someone in the shoulder really hard. And they're like, ow, why did you do that? And you're just like, well, you didn't think about your leg for that moment. I get a lot of shots/blood drawn, and I don't have a phobia, so nurses always compliment me on how well I take my needles. It makes me giggle because it's such an odd compliment. I mean, they probably deal with so many people who are afraid, so it's probably refreshing for them. You're not a witch like Morgan. It's not going to work the same. That's true. I mean, Morgan's always like, you manifested that, like, really good Pokemon card that you pulled. And I'm always like, maybe I did, but who knows? We've all been hypnotized. King Charisma, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Hello. It's like when you don't realize you have a paper cut until you look at it. Yeah, as far as, like, good bedside manner goes, I know that that's not widespread everywhere. So I'm so sorry if any of you, when you go to get your vaccine, don't have someone as understanding as the nurses I had. But I do at least want to, you know, ease some concerns that people have, some worries that people have, and remind them that there are good nurses out there. There are good, kind people who want you to feel as comfortable as possible. Hey, having to leave chat. I'm exhausted. I've been running all day, and I have a huge plan tomorrow. I might be able to join other streams, so take care, chat. And Brian. All right, Town of Salem, take care. Thanks so much for dropping by. Speaking of tomorrow again, guys, and streams, not 100% that I'll be able to stream depending on side effects from the vaccine, but hopefully the plan is May 1st, we will be starting our, I mean, you know, whether I'm streaming or not, I will make the donation link live. But we will be raising money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, going for $20,000 in the month of May. We did $20,000 last year. We can do it again. We did $21K last year, actually. So we can do it again. So let's freaking do it. I know I don't sound excited right now. That's because I have no energy in my body at all. But we are going to go as hard as we can tomorrow. We are going to knock this goal out of the park. We are going to raise so much money that it saves as many kids as we can. That's what's going to happen this year. I'm so excited for the St. Jude stuff. If you guys have never been here for a month of St. Jude streams, again, every stream in the month of May is dedicated to raising money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. There's a bunch of goofy-ass gimmicks and incentives and things like that. And it's kind of chaos, honestly. There's a lot of chaos that goes down. There's a lot of, like, oh my god, what the fuck is happening moments. And it's a lot of fun, and it's all for a good cause. There's a lot of emotions. We play a lot of the patient story videos and stuff like that. So bring your tissues so that you can wipe your eyes after watching some of these videos. It's chaos for good. Absolutely, Anna. Sorry, chat. I got to head out. Good night, Brian and chat. Take care. Amanda, take care. Thank you so much for being here. Don't ever apologize for having to dip. This is, listen, it's the weekend. Some people got stuff they got to do. Some people just want to go to bed because it's late at night right now. We're a late night gang. That doesn't mean that we're going to force you to stay up or anything. I mean, that's not the type of gang we are. You know, no weird rituals to join the gang. St. Jude streams are the definition of chaotic good. They really are, Sky. So many tissues, yeah. I never cry ever. What do you mean? It's true. Cher has never, ever cried. Cher, did you stick around long enough yesterday to see the update on Zach and Carson? Cher's tear ducts are dry always. Late night gang, best gang? We try to keep it wholesome here, you know? It's not that late for me because I'm in a different time zone. Well, that's lucky. That must be very nice for you. I'm glad that I'm not too much of an inconvenience then, streaming at this time. I couldn't make yesterday's stream. Got it. Yesterday, during the St. Jude Play Live Digital Summit, Zach and Carson may or may not have been on the live stream that St. Jude put up with a live interview to give us an update on what they've been up to. Our boys, well, Carson is at home now. Zach is still in the hospital. Zach, unfortunately, did develop some some signs of tumors in his lungs. So he's undergoing care, but he is incredibly happy and giggly and same old funny guy that he always is. He was there with his mom on camera, and she was talking about how like video games and his friendship with Carson have helped him not need very much pain medication, and he's just pushing through as best as he can. And St. Jude is one of those places where it's not focused on like the probability of getting better. It's focusing on just the idea of hope, the feeling of hope, because it's a place that always gives it. Carson is now home, and his mom was also on camera talking about how Carson is now cancer-free. So I'd like to think, in a little way, the money that we raised last year, $21,000, that paid for a hell of a lot of chemo. That paid for a lot of chemo. Maybe the money that we specifically raised went to give Carson that chemo that sent him home. That's the way that I like to think about it. You know, you have... It's not like they go, all right, this money from this specific streamer goes to this specific thing and this specific patient. You just got to think of it as every kid that gets to leave is somehow their happiness, their health, we contributed to that. So Carson is currently cancer-free, rooting on his buddy, still playing like Super Smash Brothers, you know, online with Zach. Apparently they have like a bunch of friends they play games with from St. Jude and stuff like that. And a bunch of Carson's circle of friends are now Zach's friends as well. So their little group is like expanding, which is really, really cute. That's so wonderful. Yeah, it's really wonderful. It was a nice thing to see. Those of you who didn't get to make the digital summit, you can watch it here on Twitch on the VOD section. But it was really special to be able to share that with everyone again. Normally, I travel out to Memphis. Normally, I'm out there in Tennessee, GeoGuessr, and I experienced that in a room full of other streamers and YouTubers, all who are dedicated to raising money for St. Jude, and we're all just crying together as they present it on a big screen in like a conference hall to us. It's really cool that we have the technology that allows us to share that experience with you guys now, to see what type of things we do during a St. Jude Play Live Summit. So honestly, I was really happy to be able to share that and get people, especially those of you who are new, those who have never joined in for St. Jude Play Live Month before with us. I was so happy to be able to get some education in there for you, to get you guys amped up to raise money for this cause as well. And to remind people that even if you can't donate money, when this starts tomorrow, retweet the shit out of my social media stuff. This is not just me trying to look for clout, although that is nice. But if you retweet these causes, not only does it raise awareness, but it could potentially attract people who, you know, you might not be able to donate, but maybe your friend who sees your retweet is able to donate a few bucks to the cause. Maybe one of their friends, because they decide to retweet it as well, spreads it to 3 more of them, of their friends, and then like 9 from there, and then, you know, 100 from there. We'll see. This is the year we get it to rock. The Rock, yeah, absolutely. Clout Chaser Brian. I am very, very, I don't know. I've been doing a lot better with just like goofing around on social media and not taking it as seriously recently. For certain subjects, obviously, I'm always going to use my voice whenever I can. But I'm definitely going to, and I don't want the community to do this because I don't want to spam someone, but I am going to tag Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson this year and be like, dude, it would be so cool if you dropped by and, you know, shared some of your well-earned wealth with this incredible organization. It's going to happen. We're going to get him this year, for sure. It's going to be my first year as a non-lurker. I'm very excited. Book lover, it's great to have you here. Tag Mr. Beast, too. Yeah, but I don't want to make a Mr. Beast emote. I like the Rock emote. That's on brand for us. Plus, knowing Mr. Beast, he'd make content out of it, which is his right. But he'd be like, sending St. Jude Children's Research Hospital 10,000 Mr. Beast burgers. That's what would happen. So psyched to give money to a good cause. Nah, I'm so excited to have you here for another year. Seriously, thank you so much. Good news, I just got home safely after having my mom help me bleach my hair. That's awesome. Very cool. Now there's 2 Maxes here, though. So Max Woody, that is incredible. I love hearing about people changing up their hair. It's really cool. I saved all the St. Jude patients. Emotional. St. Jude is in Tennessee. Therefore, best geoguesser location confirmed. It's true. It is very true. St. Jude is one of those organizations that has greatly helped out the Memphis, Tennessee area as well. Not beyond just like caring for kids and things like that. When you go to the hospital, you hear about a lot of their like community outreach and like philanthropic efforts, and it's so cool. It's just one of the coolest places in the world. And I would normally not rank a hospital up in the coolest places in the world, but when you like, if you guys ever get a chance to visit St. Jude, it is truly an incredible place. You feel it in the air. I won't be able to give as much as I did last year, but I will definitely do my best and share it around, maybe even on Facebook. I know. Listen, you've done so much over the years. Like, if you didn't donate another cent, the impact that you've left on this organization, on this community, etc., is absolutely 100% already paid in full, or paid forward in full. Like, you've done so much for us. Thank you so much for always just being here for them. Good news, started a new job a few months ago, and I just got offered an assistant manager position, so maybe I'll be able to give during St. Jude tomorrow. That's awesome. Or during St. Jude time? Is that what Tome is supposed to... Either way, that is incredible. Thank you so much. This is the only time, by the way, that I will ever tell people, donate money. Like, this is the only time I'm going to be like, hey, the new merch shirt that I'm going to be presenting tomorrow, go buy that. I'm not going to ever, like, pressure people to spend money, to buy merch, anything like that. But, like, when it comes to this organization, fucking spend your money on it. It is incredible. Like, seriously. Sarah, take care. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Get some good rest and don't ever apologize. It's A-okay. I am not very high energy tonight, so I get it. Good news, I finally motivated myself to finish up my last few anthropology readings for school. That's awesome. That is some very good news. I love hearing when people get motivated and are able to push through to finish like a project or finish work or anything like that. If I don't get a notification from one more stream, Brooke, it's the best, right? It's the coolest when Twitch does not tell you. Listen, if you aren't getting them from Twitch, we also got the bot over on the Discord, which also is sometimes late. And my Twitter is always popping off about whenever I'm going live. But it is late as well, so like when people aren't paying attention to social media at this hour, I get it. Yeah, Discord, if you guys like the vibe, by the way, especially if you're new here or have never joined the Discord, our Discord has the exact same energy as you're getting here. Please join up. We got a lot of really cool people over there. We do movie nights. We do community game nights. There is a book club. There's a bunch of like really cool things that you should check out. Also tonight, if you guys want to come up with any sort of memes for the channel, for me, for this community, for whatever you see during the stream, drop them over on the subreddit. I would love to see your work. And you can drop fan art over there as well. And you can drop some good vibes for people as well. If you just want to like leave a nice generic message for the community that's like super positive, love that. Love that over on the Reddit. I meant to drop by the Discord again this week, and then like just shit got super busy for me, and I'm so sorry about that, guys. But maybe I'll be popping on over there tomorrow before everything kicks off. I'm having a weird day/night, so this is a good place to relax. I hope so, Brooke. I hope that you enjoy your time here. Hello, everyone. Good evening and happy graduation to people in finals right now. Yeah, there's a lot of people going through finals right now, a lot of graduations, a lot of people moving back home from, like, college or whatever. There's so much going on right now. People are going, like, back to school, like, the schools are opening back up and shit like that. So please don't feel bad if you're not able to be around. A lot of priorities for people to take care of. Like, that's the whole thing. Is like, we, like 2-3 days ago or whatever, we had a 100 sub stream. So, like, when we have these, like, really quiet, chill, low-key, low-energy nights like this, where I just get to talk to you guys, and, like, hear about your days, your weeks, whatever, this makes me pretty happy. You know, I'm happy about that. I love a chill stream to end the night. I gotta go now, but I hope the rest of the stream is good. Falcon, take care. Thank you so much for that, and for being here. Good God, I'm out of it again. Side effects definitely there. Definitely more intense than my first shot, but worth it. Just means that my immune system is doing what it can to create what it needs to. Stream doesn't reach its quota of 3 Brooke-related posts per stream. They get banned. It's true. Normally when you're even not here, Brooke, people are talking about you. Just finished my finals. Good luck, everyone. Yes, good luck to everyone in finals right now, especially. Because, holy cow. Please don't eat batteries or murder your friends. Those are both very good pieces of advice, and I advise chat to listen to those. Someone who has talent, please draw a battery-eating emo. I need that. Well, it wouldn't get added to this channel, so I don't know what good an emote of it would do. Yeah, Sky, you also got your second dose today as well. Get some good rest. Thank you so much for being here.
To all my students out there.
Yo, Brandon, dude, thank you so much for the 14-month resub. Thank you very, very much for using your Prime on me, man. Really appreciate you a lot. Sorry we haven't caught up in a while, but we definitely need to. I just got my second COVID vaccine. So, who knows? Maybe I will be out in your neck of the woods at some point once efficacy is reached. Once I feel safe enough to travel. Just wanted to stop and say hi before I lurk and head to bed. I hope you feel a little bit better and the second shot doesn't kick your butt too much. Fluids and rest. Welcome to the 6G gang. Thank you, Carrie. Get some good rest. Thank you very, very much. I hope you get some very, very restful sleep. I really hate calculus homework. Captain Clark, I feel that. I feel that. Calculus is hard. It's just like, just objectively a hard math. For real. Finally free to safely kiss the homies. Yes, absolutely. Rest and hydrate. Yep, I know. I do know all of the things I need to do, and I will be doing as many of them as I can. I've been drinking water nonstop, by the way, since I got the vaccine. Why do I keep using my right arm to lift things? It hurts so bad. Math is gross point blank. I mean, it's got some use. You know, you can't say that all math is useless. Math is good to, you know, utilize occasionally. Otherwise, how would you even know what a centennial is? Centennial bisexual. I legit almost failed calculus. Calculus is hard as fuck, honestly. Again, for whatever reason, when I went to college, I took Calc 3 my freshman year. And like halfway through the course, I was like, why the fuck am I in this? I'm not going to need math like this for anything that I'm like interested in. Goodbye. And I ended up transferring to a different class. I got my shot on my left arm because I got lucky to have the nurse on my left side. Oh, well, that is good. You didn't get to like ask. They asked Morgan and I like which side we'd rather have it in. So, yeah. You use your arm, the pain goes away faster, apparently. Yeah, exactly. That's what the internet says. That's what some guidelines say. You know, I've been moving my arm around like this like a lot. I love math, but Calc 3? Yeah, I have no idea why I did that to myself. I was doing fine in it, too. That's the thing. I think I had like a B+ in it or something when I was like, yeah, this isn't really for me. It's time to go. Math is pretty. It's just not always good at explaining itself, so people hate it. I mean, yes and no. I think math is like one of the most straightforward things in the world in the sense of once you understand a formula, then you're able to just go, okay, there's no deviating from these rules that it has set in place. But learning the formulas, learning the theory, whatever it is, That's the hard part, like memorizing all that shit. For sure. 100%. I've always been good at math and didn't really need to try until I took calc, and my brain said absolutely not. Yeah, calc is definitely a step up, even from like pre-calc, honestly. So, yeah. I got home from Dose 2 and napped. Yeah, I was eating dinner with Morgan. So we got our vaccines around like 6 o'clock, and like we were out of there by like 6:30ish. And we were sitting down to eat dinner, and it hit both of us like a ton of bricks. We were just like, wow, we're tired. So the fatigue is something, like I feel like I'm talking underwater right now. Hey, I'm going through literally the worst heartbreak of my life. So sorry I haven't been active lately. I just need time. Katie, oh my gosh. First of all, I am so sorry. Like, genuinely so sorry that you're dealing with heartbreak right now. Obviously, I don't want to poke and prod and dig into the private reasons as to what has caused that. But at the same time, as someone who's experienced it from a large variety of sources, I just want you to know that you should never, ever apologize for that. That is something that is one of the worst feelings, the worst sensations in the world. It is devastating. It's debilitating at times. It's something that puts both your mind and your body in a lock. It takes all your willpower to focus on that and recover from it. So please do not ever apologize, because the whole thing is you deserve to prioritize yourself in this situation. You deserve to figure out how to make yourself feel better. You're an awesome person. You've always been an awesome person. I've always loved having you in this community. I've always appreciated you a lot. And I want you to know that we are here for you 100% all the way. From this moment where we learned about it, all the way to whenever you need us to stop holding your hand. We are here to back you up. We're here to support you. If you need a place where you need to just chill and vibe with people that like you, our door is always open for you. So please do not apologize. Again, prioritize you. 100% prioritize yourself. And chat's being lovely. You guys are absolutely lovely. So thank you so much for being here for each other. So many of us, deal with heartbreak, with disappointment. We've seen it in chat a million times before. And it's one of those things that I want people to know that this is always like a safe space to just vibe, to recover, to even if you need to stay away for a while because something about this community reminds you of that thing that caused you some sort of pain. Door is always open for you. Whenever you need to come back, don't feel bad about having to duck out and prioritize number one. Thank you, Brian. It's been extremely hard this past week. I'm so sorry to hear that, Katie. Like I said, we are here for you. Next month, May, starting technically today, it's May 1st on the East Coast here. We will be doing St. Jude Play Live charity streams. So if you just want a place to come and hang out, and even if you're just lurking, you can, sit there and watch me do stupid things to myself for the sake of charity, and hopefully that's a nice distraction for you if you decide to do that. Otherwise, like I said, take care of you. Sending good vibes. Hell yeah. 100%. You guys are incredible. Heartbreak hurts so much. Please take your time and be kind to yourself. Absolutely. This is the first time I've ever popped onto Twitch. Naturally, I've only ever heard the bad news. It's refreshing to see some goodness. Well, Dream of Velveteen. We actually do a segment called Good News here. We do our best to try to celebrate things because it is, like you said, it's really easy to focus and think that there's only bad news out there. And we want to try to remind each other that good news is happening simultaneously. So it's one of those things where if you are going through a rough time and you don't have good news to share with the community, that's okay, because there will be a time. It might not be right now. It might not be next week. Might not be next month. But eventually there will be a time you have good news to share with us, and we're going to celebrate the hell out of you. That's just the way that it goes. And when someone is having a rough time, we do our best to be there for them. It's just the way this community's always been. We try to just be accepting of each other and as cool as possible with each other. So, yeah. Good news is a must here. Absolutely. 100%. I think it's a huge part of the back, like, it's like the backbone of, like, Late Night Gang, honestly. Your turn for us to cheer for you will come. Exactly. That is very, very true. Statistically, it is impossible for you not to have some sort of victory, even if it's a small one. Even if overall things still kind of suck, sometimes you have those little moments where you're like, wow, I'm really proud of myself, or wow, this thing felt really good in this moment where I'm like surrounded by this sea of shit, you know? Nothing's too small to share. When you got that, we want to celebrate that. We want to lift you up. We want to remind you that, you know, your happiness is really valid. So, yeah. Hank Scorpio, it's the little things that make up life. 100%. When you think about life, it's just a bunch of little things happening. One after another. And sometimes they lead into larger things that are really just made up of a lot of other little things. I'm 14, and this is deep. Think my cat likes your voice/vibe. He's watching and purring. Well, hello, kitty. Got out of bed even if you didn't want to. That's good news. Exactly. Yep. If you're feeling unmotivated to do homework and you decide to push through and you get your homework done by the deadline, hell yeah, that's good news. Absolutely. 100%. Nothing's too small when it comes to that kind of thing. My bangs also keep going into my hair. So if you see me doing this a lot, I am eating my own hair during the stream. Just, it's the way it be sometimes. It's the sacrifice that I must accept for growing my hair out as long as I have. Excuse me, Mr. Streamer, do not share age. My bangs got into your hair. Oh my God, is that what I said? This is how out of it and dyslexic I'm going to be tonight. My bangs got into my mouth. I feel bad sharing bad news because I don't want to rain on anyone's good news. Well, here's the thing about bad news, right? If I'm asking for specifically good news at some point in the stream, obviously, yeah, you don't want to be like, well, it's time to shit on the parade that everyone else is having, because that's kind of a weird fucking thing to do. If you have bad news, though, again, that's a natural part of life, and people are 100%, valid in sharing those things. And it's one of those things where, as long as it's not triggering anyone, as long as it's not something that is, like, overtly upsetting to other people, and even if it is, if you're talking about it, like, generically, if you're just like, hey, like, we've had a lot of people celebrating, like, cleanness, basically. Like, I'm 40 weeks clean today. I'm 12 months clean today. Like, a year clean today or something like that. You don't have to tell us exactly what you're clean from, because there's so many triggering topics out there that might set someone off. We obviously don't want to do that. We don't want to make other people uncomfortable. But you can say, hey, I hit a milestone in me being clean. We're 1,000,000,000% going to celebrate you for that kind of thing. So just because it's not something that, like, overtly comes from a place of just goodness, doesn't necessarily mean that, like, you can't share it here. We do try to normalize the full spectrum of human emotions. I mean, a big part of the St. Jude stuff that's coming up next month is we're going to be talking about kids who did not make it through their cancer recovery process. That's going to be too much for some people. I totally understand that. But at the same time, understanding that, we're doing this to make sure that doesn't happen again. And that is a natural, unfortunate, but natural part of the process of learning more about medicine and learning more about treatments and things like that. Hopefully that's something that people take away from those moments. And again, for those who have to duck out, this is your warning ahead of time that we're talking about kids with cancer. That's just a sort of point A to point B type of thing. So just be aware of that. But we will be doing our best to not focus on that as much. And it's more about the hope that St. Jude provides. It's more about all the kids' lives that we've saved. every single parent that's ever come up to me with tears in their eyes when I've been visiting the campus there, who has gone, thank you so much for what you do. Those are the people that we're fighting for. Those are the people that we're making sure continue to have that hope alive in their hearts. Book lover, have a wonderful night. Thank you very much for hanging out. Good luck with the moving. If you're not finished with it yet. Otherwise, get some of that well-deserved rest. It started getting warmer / sunnier where I am, and I need to remember to wear sunscreen because I got burnt today. Yes, Max Woody, very, very good idea as it gets warmer to remember to take care of your skin. Sunscreen, I don't personally like the feeling of sunscreen because most sunscreens are like really greasy, and I already have like naturally kind of oily skin, which is kind of a pain in the ass. So I don't like to put sunscreen on myself that much, but I still do it when I know I'm going to be out in the sun a lot because, taking care of your skin, making sure that, you're not putting yourself at risk for any sun exposure related, diseases or illnesses or whatever. Very important stuff, So, yeah. Hey, is there any place where I can find some info for possible fan art for the charity? I'm feeling motivated to be creative, even if there's so much schoolwork. Igny, what do you mean by possible fan art for the charity? You mean like stuff that you would put up on like our Discord or something, or like on the Reddit, or in what way? I mean, you're welcome to make fan art about whatever, whenever. I don't really know what info you would need, but I would be glad to try to help you out as much as possible. I work night shift in Scotland. Send the vitamin D and sun rays this way. Dream, I would if I could. I'd help you out because I know how much you're lacking in that department out there. I hate the feeling of sunscreen, but I burn so easy, so I would rather be greasy than burnt. Yeah, I used to do this thing where I would burn fairly easily, so I would go, I'm just gonna burn, I'd only burn once a year. So I'd go, all right, I'm just gonna go burn and get my burn over with, and then I'm just gonna tan the rest of the summer, and that's fine. And that's very bad for you, so don't do it that way either. Don't do it that way either. I got a headache, so I'm gonna head to bed. See you later, Toastery. Thank you so much for hanging out. Snowed a lot here today when it was warm enough to open the windows yesterday. Yeah, we actually had some snowfall, I think, last week. So, yeah. Brian, yeah, listen, I didn't say I was smart. I've been sick and in an awful mood all day, so I'm glad I could catch your stream and feel a little better. Zoe, I'm so sorry to hear that you've been in such a crappy mood and also been feeling crappy as well. I hope that we're able to help you out by just providing you with some good vibes. I hope you're able to just chill here and soak up some good energy from everyone. Just socials, maybe the Tiltify link or other info to donate. It's my first charity stream, so I really don't know how it works. Sorry. Don't apologize, Igny. No question is too stupid when it comes to helping out a charity. Not saying that your question was stupid at all, but you know what I mean. The link for the charity will be live tomorrow. I will provide all of the information as far as how to directly donate to the charity tomorrow through the Tiltify link as it goes live. And also, on top of that, when it comes to making art, like you said, you can just tag me on social media if you're making it, or put it up on the Reddit or the Discord. People will see it over there as well. So, yeah, that's really cool that you want to make some fan art. Again, everything that people do raises awareness for this cause. It is something that is near and dear to my heart and unbelievably important to me. So, if we hit the 20K again this year, people can attest to this. I cry every single year. I will definitely be in tears. We'll be sharing the Tiltify link like crazy once it's up. Yeah, absolutely. It will probably go up on the Discord. It will probably go, up on social media, all over the place, wherever I can put it. And it's going to be something good. It's going to be something really good. Make Brian cry in all caps. It's not like that's a very high bar to clear. I cry over pretty much everything. But make me cry. Sure. Go for it. There's going to be some tears literally designed to annoy me. There are tears that are designed, because what I do is for incentives, I'll be from $3,000 raised to $4,000 raised. I will be playing a rage game, and if you donate $25 during this, I have to, like, restart the level or something like that. So there's going to be a shit ton of opportunities to troll the crap out of me, to see me just act a fool. Momentary discomfort for me is absolutely nothing when it comes to saving the lives and changing the lives of children and their families. So, yeah. Brian sells the fake cards he got. I still haven't even made that YouTube video about, like, me getting, like, the fake Pokemon cards. God, freaking the fake cards. Toxic streamer sobs because money. I mean, I've done it for personal donations as well. It's not like it's hard to get me there. Can't wait to see the tiers. I can't wait to create them, Ina, because I still haven't finished doing so. So it's yeah. it's one of those things where, like I said, I got so busy during this week that, like, I don't know. I just I've been tired. I've been so tired and so distracted from the things that I need to do as well. From $2,000 to $3,000, Brian will cut off a limb for every $50 donation. God, I'm just sitting there sweating. I'm, like, super nervous, and it's no one donates $50 out of consideration for me. And so nothing happens during that tier except that we reach $3,000. Actually be very funny. Do you need our help again? I might. So, like, those of you guys who have not been here before, for one of these, one of the things that I'll sometimes do is I will have, like, and probably this will be the case because I'm fucking exhausted from this vaccine. I will be like, all right, I got tiers, like 1 through 10 planned out, like from like $1,000 to like $10,000. I got all the incentives planned out. I was thinking about doing this one where I, like, dress up as like a cat girl and go nya every time someone donates. Would that be good for like $14,000 in? And then everyone in chat lets me know, yeah, that sounds great. Put that for the $14,000 to $15,000 tier. So, oh my God, that's literally hypothetical. That's hypothetical. We're not doing that. It was a hypothetical suggestion. We're not doing cat-made Brianna. Yes, please, Awuga. That's exactly why we're not doing it. It's real now. I would do that for 20K. What if that's this year's goal? I haven't set the major goal yet. I have not set the major goal. What is a cat girl anyway? What do you dress as? Is it only a maid costume? Like, is it like, what is the stereotypical cat girl costume? Because cat girl to me is just a girl that has like cat ear, like headband on, like cat eye makeup, and that's like it. And then you like go, yeah, like that every now and then. And like possible tail. Yeah. Cat ears and a tail. Yeah. So like, what's the outfit though? Cat maid is just the most common. Well, what the hell? Brian, we're all simping for you in a cat maid costume without even seeing you in it. That's an extreme cosplay for me, in the sense of I'm really leaning into like a goddamn fucking meme. Like that is an intense meme. Oh my God. Take inspiration from the Cats movie. No. When will those cowards release the butthole edition? That's what I'm asking. I shouldn't have raised my voice that much because now I'm like exhausted. Now I'm really exhausted. Miss Kobayashi's cat girl maid. I mean, okay, so I'd have to figure out the logistics, but If we hit... Well, I don't know. I can't commit to this yet. I can't commit to this quite yet. All right? I'm not going to commit to this quite yet. But it's on the table for consideration. I googled cat girl aesthetic, and they're all like high socks, short skirt, blouse, or sweater. I own literally all of those things. I already own all of that clothing. Or Lolita style fashion? Well, I don't want to get into Lolita style fashion. That's like so many layers. I'd just sweat to death. I'm not committing to it, but theoretically, I'd think about doing that at 20K, and then every donation we get above 20K, or anytime someone like subs or donates bits during the streams, I would do like the nya thing. Thinking about it, though. Only thinking about it. Only thinking about it. Good news, I'm officially done packing, and I'll be on a plane on Sunday going home. Yo, Nemo, that's awesome. Congrats on getting that already. Lots are also in schoolgirl outfits. Icky. All right, I think chat's like divided on that. On schoolgirl outfits. I get the like weird fetishization of it is like really fucked up and bad. But then like there's some people in chat who are like, oh, but you should do, like in the past, not anytime recently, but people were like, you should do like Brianna Girbeagly schoolgirl outfit. So many nyas. Do something that scares you. I have for many years doing this particular fundraising. In the past, I had one of my best friends. I flew out to LA during the end of the month and had him give me a horrible fucking haircut live on stream. So that's how much commitment I have to this organization. Brian straight up wears a cat fursuit. God, that would be the fucking worst. Which, by the way, I don't know if I'll be doing that again this year, now that I'm fully vaxxed up. And I'm also very aware that the area that Ethan lives in is, like, doing decent with COVID stuff. I might fly out there, and we might do some more of those streams. I have to talk it out with him, and I have to, like, gauge both interest and also my feelings of safety when it comes out of that. So, not 100% on if we're going to be doing that, but there is a potential that I would. Oh my god! I just had a fucking insane idea. Honestly, I just had a fucking insane idea, dude. So, Ethan was like, dude. Well, no, because I don't think I would be able to be I wouldn't be able to be maskless. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing it maskless. Never mind. I was going to say, so, like, Ethan and I talked about, because, like, obviously, like, Unisanis, there was, the whole, like, Brian, you gotta get pepper sprayed. I was gonna, like, go be in Unisanis videos and do some, like, dumb shit. What about both of y'all be cat girls? I'm not making Ethan be an incentive for my charity streams. No, that's really unfair to ask him to commit to something like that. But obviously COVID happened. I wasn't able to go out to be a part of Unisana stuff for the planned videos we were going to make. So Ethan told me that at some point, whenever I come back out to LA, I'm going to have to get pepper sprayed. He's like, you got to do it, dude. He's like, we should just make a video out of it. It'd be funny, but stupid and horrible. And we could also obviously be like, PSA, don't actually fucking do this. It's terrible. But my thought was like, oh, 20K? I go out to LA, I get pepper sprayed. But I don't feel comfortable doing that outside of a controlled environment. And I don't feel comfortable doing that without a mask on. And if I have a mask on, that's kind of going to fucking defeat the purpose. So, yeah. You're like, yes, because it looked like so much fun on the video. Yeah, I did not. I was like, no, that doesn't look fun. But I was like, I'll do it, I guess. Like, just to see what it's fucking like. It looks awful. And he was like, I've never experienced a greater pain, dude. He's like, but you got to do it. He's like, you got to try it, man. It's like, it was just like fucking insane. So maybe down the line, like we do that, you know? Who cares about your mask? You're getting double vaxxed? Yeah, but I still want to set that precedent about wearing a mask. I'm not going to stop wearing a mask. I'm not going to stop social distancing just because I'm vaxxed up. I'm not inconsiderate. We set a precedent. Well, is there a milestone you haven't done in the past before? There's a lot of milestones I haven't done in the past before. When we hit $20,000 last year, I mean, like, wait, here's the thing. We had $20,000 raised again for St. Jude. You know, this guy brainwashed you. Nah, dude, I was brainwashed long before that. Didn't you hear? Didn't you hear about all the brainwashing that the libs have done in the media? Man, we're going to come and, like, scare the crap out of, like, we're going to come kiss your dads. Oh, scary, dude. Fucking moron. Get out of here. Thank you, mods. Oh, my God. Dude, your candidate lost. I'm so sorry you live in a country that doesn't like you anymore. Or doesn't put... I guess we never liked you. We're just not willing to put up with your shit anymore. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That it must be so oppressive to be a white man in this country, dude. I'm so sorry, dude. But you fuck with this community again, I'm gonna come kiss your dad with tongue. I looked away for 1 second, and this guy comes around. Yeah, whoever the fuck that guy is. No one who's ever gonna be anything. That's all we know. Bro, I'm gonna kiss both your parents. Mods greater than 100%. God, our mods are the best. Like, literally in the whole world. Mark is a masochist, as we all know. Oh my God. Mark is not a masochist, but he is so weirdly curious about shit that he is like... I've heard that this thing is unpleasant. So... maybe I will experience it just to say that I experienced it, you know? I should have straight up banned on site. No, we had some fun with him. I mean, that's probably the most attention he gets. I looked at his channel already, and I was like, oh boy, bud. Oh boy. Just enjoy being so angry for no reason at life the rest of your life. Like, go get a real problem, man. If you're, like, around, like, trying to troll chat in other people's channels, I cannot take you fucking seriously if you're a streamer, because it means that you are wasting your energy instead of trying to build up your own community that actually fucking likes you. You're going around trying to crap on people who have more success than you, have more people that like them. Like, do you see where I'm going with this? You're wasting your time and your energy, buddy. It's so funny. Chronic, thank you so much for the mod preach and the bits. That's really cool of you. Very, very awesome of you. Yo, Black Rose, welcome to the stream. Hello. My Wi-Fi is out of my entire area, so I can't stay at all because Twitch sucks up my data so fast. All good, Black Rose. I'm so sorry to hear that you're experiencing that, but please know that we appreciate you dropping by to say hello. I also enjoy going even further beyond. Not a masochist, wink. That's the whole thing. I think Mark is more into the idea of challenge than masochism. Masochism, he doesn't like pain. I know that's like the common community joke, but he doesn't like pain. He likes challenge. He could do something that is completely, like, painless, that just takes an extreme amount of, like, concentration or time or patience, and he'll do it. He wants to test his limits. Exactly. Right. Like, if you were like, hey, I heard that staring at a wall for 4 hours without saying a single thing is really difficult. He'd be like, I could do it. Like, that's the type of person Mark is. Him staring at the wall is not going to inherently hurt him in any way. He would just do it because it was a challenge. Because someone said, hey, this thing's kind of difficult. If you were like, hey, riding a tractor around a field while throwing potatoes at targets is a challenge, he'd be like, I want to do that. Like, that's just Mark. That's just who he is. He's that guy. That's who he is. Hey guys, I don't really have anyone at home to be proud of me, but I finished my first year of university today. Sophelia, we are so fucking proud of you. That is incredible. That is a fantastic achievement. We are unbelievably proud of you. Hell yeah. That is fucking dope, honestly. That is super goddamn cool. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Like, genuinely. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. It's really neat of you. And very impressive of you. We're, like, super proud of you. Was about to leave when I saw your oh, that was someone else. Chat, thanks for being awesome to each other as well. Thank you very, very much. Mark is the epitome of that kid in high school who will do anything on a dare. Yeah, pretty much. Like, genuinely. Especially under the lens of Unis Honest. Like, him in person, if we were, like, hanging out, and I was like, hey, Mark, I dare you to eat this pencil. Like, he'd be like, you eat the pencil. Shut up. But, like, if he was recording an Unis Honest video, boom. Obviously, that's a video idea. Eat a pencil. He would probably do it. So proud of you. I'm almost finished with my first year as well, and I know how tough it is. Hell yeah, bro, you got that degree. Hell yeah. Well, I mean, you got that first year done. But yeah, hey, congrats to you as well going through your first year. That's very, very cool. Very proud of anyone who's, taking care of all their educational requirements. I think that's awesome. Finishing college is bog. It is. But also, if you realize partway through college it's not for you, and you move on and you do something else, please know there's a lot of options out there in the world. There really are. I'm not encouraging you to drop out from college or anything, because that's your money or your parents' money or whoever's money. But at the same, and it is okay to push through and overcome challenges. That's like a really cool thing. But at the same time, I know a lot of people who started college went, this really isn't right for me, who left and then went on and lived their best lives, honestly. So, yeah. Dream, I love that you have that mentality. Here's the thing about our community here. I will say this. I do not care if you are white, if you are black, if you are, brown-skinned, if you are Asian, if you are Catholic, if you are atheist, if you are from America, if you are from somewhere else in the world. I do not give a shit. I don't care if you're gay, you're bi, you're trans, you're cis. If you are someone, and I'm just telling you this because I've been doing this a very fucking long time. And it's not so much hive mind, but it's more of, if you're a cool person, we will be cool to you. That's really all it takes. That's a lot of room to fucking work with. That's a very, very wide boundary. People who step outside of that, sometimes, yeah, we just ban them. We let them go. People who take the time to try to be heard in this chat, to try to tear other people down, depending on my mood as well, because, again, sometimes I'm just like, goodbye. We just banned you. Move on. A lot of the times, though, there are people in this chat who are just here to vibe. They're just here to find a safe space that feels right for them. When someone comes in and they disrupt that energy, when they try to be an absolute fucking weirdo, we're going to call him out for being an absolute fucking weirdo. And the reason that we do that is for way too long, especially here on Twitch, especially here in America, certain groups of people have used their privilege or used their influence or used whatever shit they have going for them to try to punch down at other people who have it worse than them. Marginalized people, people who are just trying to be empathetic and help each other. Yeah, at the end of the day, did I change his mind at all? Absolutely fucking not. But something I might have taught him by reminding him that he is a little tiny shit stain on this universe that no one will ever care about as long as he acts the way that he does. No one will ever provide him with anything that gives him any sort of fulfillment, and he'll just be a miserable fuck the rest of his days. Just an absolute fucking loser. Is that sometimes you say shit and it's got some fucking consequences. And around here, I'm someone who grew up facing so much goddamn racism and just taking licks sometimes. I got the shit kicked out of me by like groups of people at a time when I was younger. I'm the type of person where if I see injustice being done, if I see someone being an absolute just bag of shit, I'm going to prove to that person that they're not always going to be able to get their way. Because, again, that's the type of person who's going to come by and try to be shitty. I get to go look at his channel and go, oh, I see you're trying to be a streamer. Guess what? You're not going to get very far, fucker. I'm going to remind him that his attitude, his life view, whatever it is, that has some consequences. And that there's people like me out here who will stand up to him and prove to other people in this community that we don't just let those people get away with saying whatever the fuck they want. That's just the way that it works here. So that's just my take on it. That's my approach. That's always been my approach. And like I said, it's not going to be for every single troll or anything like that. There's been so many fucking people who've come through this channel who've just been the worst in the world that we've just gone, all right, goodbye. Enough of that. But that's just the philosophy we got here. So less hive mind and more me taking charge because here I'm God. Hey, what's up, Martini? Good to see you again. Welcome to the stream. Forever and ever, amen. Wait, what? Oh, banning assholes in chat is one of my favorite pastimes, even just the bots. Yeah, it's so funny. We haven't gotten a bot in a while. I don't know if they've just, like, finally cracked down on that, like, weird service that would come by and be like, you want to be famous on Twitch? Like, here's, like, go to this website. Famous people use this to get lots and lots of viewers. And it's like, bro. I don't need lots and lots of you. Fucking like a year ago, I was getting like 35 people in my streams. I'm so happy with the growth of this channel, honestly. We haven't had any real viewers drop by, right? Yeah. A bummer. Unbelievable. He tried to request an unban. Oh, coming crawling back. Coming crawling back. What a sad boy that one is. Oh boy, dude. The real viewers are my favorite viewers. Mine too. Thank you so much to all the real viewers. Rip real. I know. Gone but not forgotten, really, though. What was his appeal? I don't even know why I have ban appeals like set up because like it takes again, if you can't stay within like the very fucking wide gigantic amount of like room we have given every viewer to like work with, and like if you step outside that boundary enough to get banned, you probably don't even deserve a second chance. Ban appeals are free entertainment. That's true. That is very true. Ban appeals are so funny sometimes. I do. Yeah, that's true. I mean, mods enjoy those. I just got home from a fun Target run / night drive with my sister, and I'm happy to wind down with you guys. Nice. Yeah, not too much to do right now during quarantine, so sometimes hitting up a Target. I did earlier today. I bought the new Pokemon Snap. Did anyone else get that game? Because After the stream, I'm probably going to be completely devoid of energy, and I'm just going to, like, lay on my couch and play the new Pokemon Snap. Banana peels are worth a good chuckle amongst mod crews. I'm worried ever the contrarian. Well, here's the thing. Being a contrarian is fine in context. I am a big believer of context. That said, if we're talking about something that cannot be argued against, or the only people who are able to argue against it or feel that it's their privilege and right to argue against it are people who are punching down in any kind of way to be divisive simply because they think they can. Like, if we're talking about, like, human rights, you know, and I say something like, hey, gay people deserve to feel very safe and not feel like they're going to get murdered just because they're in a certain part of the world or a country. And someone goes, well, actually, there's a lot of data that shows I'm going to punch that person in the fucking throat in the stream. So, but if I'm going, you know what? The best cheese in the world is Swiss cheese. I love Swiss cheese. I love the little holes in it. I like how it's aged. I like that it's low lactose for a lactose intolerant person like me. And you will actually me on that? Fucking feel free. I mean, food arguments in this community are very common. I waited to decide to get Pokemon Snap until I knew Clefairy was in the game. She wasn't in the first one, and I wasn't going to buy the new one if she wasn't there, but she is. She is there. Clefairy is a fantastic Pokemon. Yo, Chad, it's been a while since I was here last. How are you? What's up, Kenna? Just chilling, vibing. I'm honestly surprised I haven't seen a food argument in a while. Oh, man. They're everywhere, though. Yo, Dark Magic Sweetheart. Thank you for the big bits. That's so nice of you. Thank you for that. So very generous of you. Again, I hope that, and this is, oh man, never mind. I can't say anything else because I was about to give myself a strike. Not a channel strike for those of you who are new. We have a strike system here that my therapist helped set up for us, which is so funny. Don't do that, Brian. I'm so tired from the vaccine that I literally almost did that. By the way, guys, I just realized that I did go to the P.O. Box. I just remembered that I went to the P.O. Box. And I got a little envelope package, so I'm just going to open that quick from Iwa. So, yeah. I have that same mini Mew plushie, Brian. Aw. I love it. Isn't it so cute? I love it. Do we have any strikes tonight? No, none so far. Food argument prompt. If you fold a slice of pizza in half, does it become an instant taco? No. It's not in a tortilla or flour shell. I don't know. No one else is doing good news right now, but my sister started estrogen today. Can I get some pogs? That is fucking pogs. That is excellent. We're so happy for you and your sister. That is really great, Martini. Very, very cool. The reason no one's doing good news is we already did it, so if you got good news, feel free to drop it whenever. You know that there's not really a time limit on it in this chat. It's called the calzone. That's a great point, Dream. When you fold a piece of pizza in half, as a New Yorker, when you fold a piece of pizza in half, it's basically a calzone. You know? Working up the courage to tell people close to me, I've changed my pronouns. It feels easier to say it to people I don't know here in a great community, so my pronouns are they/she. Hey, Crow. We are so proud of you. We're so happy that you feel comfortable enough around us to share that. That is fantastic. And we hope that you can, whenever it's right, you know, whenever you feel right about it, whenever you feel comfortable about it, you're able to find people around you that you're able to share that with as well, and that they take it well. And if not, you know, we talk about chosen family all the time, like 100%. You're welcome to come here and vibe out whenever you need that. The answer to any valid food argument debate prompt is yes. Such an easy answer. So easy. All right, I'm opening Iwa's package here. God, I knew it just from the feeling of the package. Good news, I got this new anime plot. God damn it, I walked into that one, Shira. Fucking wrecked. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Iwa, I don't know if you're watching right now or if you're just watching the VOD, but we got Pokemon cards from Iwa, guys. Just loose Pokemon cards. Really nice to do this. We got Hidden Fate. Oh my god, Iwa, where did you find Hidden Fates? So just random things. Remember that time when Brian read his own merch Nightbot message? Listen, I have severe ADHD and I am incapable of proofreading anything before it just comes out of my mouth. It does not get filtered by this brain in any sort of way. It just goes straight from eyes to mouth. There's no computation up here that gets done. Zero impulse control. Good lord. Miss fairy type backgrounds? Me too, Elbrun. Like, Elbronchosaurus. I do miss fairy type cards. I'm sad that they phased them out. Like Jigglypuff, that's cute. I'll go through these quick. Kakuna. That's a Champ's Path one. So this is just like, there's like various ones in here. Steenie. God, I've pulled like 8 billion of that Steenie. Toxel. Bundle B. What else we got? Golett. Flaffy. Impromptu Pokemon card stream. Scyther. Off topic, but good news. Join the community Reddit and post blurst content. Yes, please join the Reddit. Drop some dope content there. Got Haluka. Carablast. Sinisty. Normally, Iwa sends me a lot of really great, like, commons and uncommons and occasionally, like, non-holo rares that I, haven't seen before or haven't collected before, so it's always nice to add to my... Whoa, this is an older card. This is... I forgot what this little checker set icon is in the corner there. I forgot what one that is. Pokemon Communication. That's cool. Chowder? Why are we talking about Chowder, guys? What's going on with Chowder? Is it coming back? You know? Fighting energy. Fairy type energy. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, dude. Minion. You know what? I can't go through all these. I'm just going to look at them quick. And if there's any standouts, I'll show them off. A lot of Unified Minds. That's cool. Kamala. Togedemaru. From Cosmic. Oh my god, I want some Cosmic Eclipse card so bad. Malamar. Sizzlipede. Rockruff. Purloin. Nickit. Panpour, Toxel, Boon Sweet, Lightning type energy, Staryu from Hidden Fates. Cool card. I like the art on it. Steel type energy, Switch from Evolutions. Professor's Letter, Numel from Crimson Invasion. Chimecho, Noibat, Mawile, Alolan Rattata, Starly, Skiddo, Lairon, Diglett, Scraggy, Plusle, Lightning type energy, Energy Retrieval from Evolution. Another Switch. Jigglypuff, Buizel, Totodile. Oh my god, a Shining Legends card. Torkoal, a couple Shining Legends cards I don't have. That's fucking dope. Thank you, Iwa. It's really nice of you. Chowder Gang. That is not a command here. Oh my god. Drillbur. Cosmic Eclipse. I don't have that card, so I'm happy with that. Sharpedo. Malamar, Howl. Lightning, Fire, and a Spinarak. Thank you so much, Iwa. If you're watching this later on, thank you very much for the just sort of mixed bag of cards. It's so nice of you. Like seriously, do not have a bunch of these, so it's going to be really great adding them to my collection later. All right. Put those boys over there. Butt hats? Wait, what the hell? What am I missing in chat? What am I missing in chat? Good news, I got my first ever acrylic charms in my shop now, not too long ago, and got more today, yesterday. I'm so happy to have them. I feel very official now as a convention and online seller. Dark Magic Sweetheart, that's so cool. Congrats, that's really, really cool. Very, very awesome. Oh, by the way, guys, we might just do this as like a random, like non-theme stream, because for some of you guys, you know that, we will, not every single stream, like the theme of it lasts the entire, like, block of streams that we do for it. So occasionally we just have random, like, oh, yeah, if you want to donate to St. Jude during this while, like, just do it just chatting or open Pokemon cards or whatever. I got this! Retail price. I've been looking for one of these, for a long time. Elite Trainer Box, Battle Styles. Can't wait to open this on stream. It's so pretty, dude. I love the blue. I had the choice of the blue or the red. The red single strike one. I might go back and get the red single strike one because I really like this blue. This is so nice. We'll see. I love that. I love that chat is talking about Chowder, a show that I've watched like one episode of in my life. El Bronchosaurus, thank you so much for being here. I was watching Chowder today. Dope. I want to lick the box. I don't want you to do that. I'm going to set a big boundary right here and say that if anyone's tongue comes close to my anything that I own, I'll be very upset. What's the best way for me to donate to St. Jude? Well, as of later today, May 1st, 2021. Hey, happy May, everybody. I will have a live link up in the channel About page here. It's going to be up on my social media, so if you follow me on like Twitter, I'll have that up there. And also, there will be a command here in this Twitch chat where people can just pull it up and donate right to our campaign link. But as of right now, it's not quite live. But it will be very, very soon. Chronic, thank you for the lems. I really appreciate that a lot. Thank you very much. Again, especially the past 3 streams, or the past week of streams, I guess. This was the last week before we jump into fully concentrating on St. Jude specifically. Every donation, every bit donation, every gifted sub, etc., goes towards allowing me to continue to pay my bills, do this as a full-time thing, which I've been able to do for years. And it allows me to keep the lights on and buy supplies and stuff for the upcoming month, where hopefully people are mainly only donating to St. Jude through the Tiltify link. People, just as a quick PSA, people who donate bits or subs to me during the course of May, those still go towards me because I still do have to pay my bills. I have to pay my rent, whatever. But any sort of monetary donation in the form of a PayPal donation or anything, do it through the Tiltify link and send it straight to that community, please. Oh my God, earlier Sky sent me a really sweet message that was like, you take the moon and you take the sun, you take everything that seems like fun, you start it all up and make it done. Rada, 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 rada. Wait, what? I'm so lost now. You're sure to donate through the Tiltify link if you're trying to give to St. Jude, please. Yeah, I'm almost at the point, because we've had so many mix-ups with the PayPal link that's down in the About page, year after year, where I'm like, okay, I gotta I don't know, add up all the money that was accidentally donated through the PayPal link during May, and then I donated it myself. I don't like doing that because sometimes a fee's taken out to do that. So I might just remove my PayPal link, my personal one, during the month of May. Let him at least watch more than one episode. Yeah, okay. If that was a reference to Chowder, then I don't know it. All right. Listen. Context to chat. Unbelievable. The way you read the whole thing, I'm in tears. Well, I thought that there was going to be some sort of actual cute thing in it, you know? Tongue out, box licked, Brian displeased. I would have to uppercut you into the sun. The way you didn't even realize has me pissing my pants because I don't know the theme song. Unbelievable. Theme song is a reference. I've never, ever seen the show besides watching, an episode or two on a plane ride. Because the in-flight entertainment was would you like to watch, Season 3, Episode 4 of Chowder? And I was like, all right, sure, I'll put it on. And I watched it, and I thought it was cute, but I don't remember it. I didn't memorize. I didn't, go out and buy the band CD, you know? I didn't, download their album, listen to them on Spotify, who made the theme song. I don't remember it. All right? Reject modern TV shows, return to Chowder. I don't even watch modern TV shows. I've been, rewatching One Piece. You need to experience more? I do. I've been watching some of the, Disney Plus shows recently, some of the cartoons that they have. My sister loves Chowder. I've heard it's a really cute show. I want to see it. Do it, Brian. I've always wanted to see the sun. It's right there in the sky during the day. What are you talking about? I'll uppercut an orphan on my way out. Don't do that. Yes, I love One Piece. One Piece is one of those shows that, like most shonen anime, I'm like, yeah, I totally understand if you don't get it, but, like, One Piece kind of just gets better as it goes on. I like it. Speaking of tunes, if what you're listening to is what you're into, I suggest Grizz. I've heard of Grizz before. I listen to a lot of shit, though. I definitely don't only listen to EDM. It's just the easiest to obtain copyright-free music I can play in the background during streams without getting banned for copyright content. Reject TV, return to Twitch. Y'all are making me hungry for chowder. That's true. This reminds me of the time Brian told chat that wow. Oh boy, here we go. This is wow wow wubsy. Wow wow wubsy. It does. I've seen all of it and rewatched it a couple of months ago. Yeah, so that same thing happened with me, Dark Magic Sweetheart. I was like, I just have like this weird desire to like restart One Piece and like watch it from the very beginning. So I've been doing that. I don't know why. It's just I don't have any self-respect or like respect for my own time or schedule. Copyright law is a classic symptom of late-stage capitalism. I mean, yeah. But like I understand the legality of it. It doesn't mean that I like living by those rules. We live in a society. Wow, wow, Wubsy. Oh my god. I haven't actually ever seen Wubsy. I just know that clip from, like, a meme. I think maybe it was on TikTok. I don't fucking know, dude. Sure randomly sent the entire theme song to me a couple weeks ago. I died laughing because I forgot that show existed. Just a lot of lore happening. I wanted to go see it, what I may have missed. Yeah, there's so much lore in One Piece. I mean, it's a show that's like 900 episodes long, so there has to be. How dare you enjoy art without paying someone who didn't create it? I mean, our crazy society. There's a profit to be made while screwing over the people who make the things. People will find a way to do so. If you see a long message from me or Sky, you should not trust it. If you see a short message from me or Sky, then it's us laughing at the other's long message. Copyright law should only apply to people who are rich or who are not rich. I mean, I get what you're saying, but it is so much more complicated than that. I actually used to have to know a lot about copyright law because I worked at a marketing firm. I co-owned and co-managed a marketing firm where we had to talk to a copyright lawyer every single day about IP law and what we were allowed to put into the letters that we sent clients so that there wasn't a legal loophole for them to steal our branding or steal other things. It was so fun. I loved it. Can you tell from the tone of my voice that it was so fun and it was the part I liked the most about that job? But I get what you're saying. Absolutely. God, there's so many layers to it. It's like an onion. It's like a Shrek. Seeing all of Detective Conan, oh my god, that's so many episodes. So I'm all about rewatching and catching missed lore. Yeah, Detective Conan. We actually talked about that a few streams ago. As another, like, super, super long anime. Just crazy. So convoluted, I too had to study it. Yeah, there's so much to it. So much. We live in a society, Kiryu-san, Joker Tachibana. I hate that. Brian's dream career. I actually liked working in marketing. I just fucking hated... like... This is just gonna sound like I hated the job. But I hated... like the client's expectations of what marketing could do. I enjoyed doing marketing, and when a client understood what marketing actually meant, and like advertising and shit, I was happy to do it for them. But when people would be like, hey, I saw that Oreos went viral on Twitter the other day. Could you do that for my small jewelry store in Maryland? We'd be like, no, not really. We could try, but there's a very good chance it's not going to work out the same way. You see, they have 1.7 million followers, and you have 7. So it doesn't really matter how much money you throw at this. Until you build up a better social media following, your ad will probably not do as well as Oreos. And then they get, like, mad. So that was always fun. I was expecting you to say it was layers of fear. No, keep that out of here. Keep that out of here. I'm gonna talk about that accursed game. Unbelievable. I have a music industry minor and had to take classes about copyright law. It's so confusing and weird. Yeah, you know the worst part about music copyright specifically, Jay, is so like all the channels on like Twitch and YouTube and shit that get, and Twitter that have gotten like copyright strikes and gotten like taken down or have been like fined or whatever. The music companies are 100% within their legal right to do those things. The problem is that their expectations of the ever-evolving modern media world have not caught up to what is actually happening in reality with the ever-evolving modern media world. And their failure to adapt has put them at odds and made them the enemy of pretty much every independent creative in the world. So, yeah, it's just, you know. Basically, the customer service part, yes. God, dealing with people with, like, unreal... Like, oh, you're telling me if I pay your company, like, $300, then we're gonna go viral. No, if it was that easy, fucking everyone would do it, dude. It's just, I don't know. It's just very weird. I don't know, Mr. Businessman, can you make a shit post? I've talked about this before. I had a shit ton of clients that just were unwilling to have fun with any of their social media. I'd like come up with, because like one of my specialties was like social media marketing. And I was like, you gotta like mix in some like organic posts in there. You gotta like, you know, look up what a meme is, dude, and like figure out like how to appeal to people across demographics with like a silly post every now and then. You know, don't take yourself so goddamn seriously all the time. It would just straight up be like, nope, we're not gonna do that. We just released this new bracelet and we want our 7 followers to buy it. And be like, okay, well, we can't guarantee they're going to spend money because you announced you have a new bracelet, dude. Like, that's not how this works. It's very weird. So that's why the music industry sucks. Yeah, I mean, again, originally, copyright law was meant to protect the music industry, and it did its job, and it did it in a way that made sense and prevented full advantage from being taken of like music artists and things like that and music labels. But just based off of the shift in power dynamic and the fact that music labels have fucking millions of dollars, like it just it like I said, expectation has not caught up to reality, I guess, because expectation is so outdated in the music world at this point, by like music labels. Like the heads of music labels do not realize how much the world is changing around them. So it's really crappy. It's really sad. Yeah, it was bastardized, exactly. Denny's and Wendy's do well because they meme. Yeah, so that's like organic marketing. It doesn't work with every product. It doesn't work with every brand, but like people want to see real stuff, or at least stuff that imitates real things. And I'm going to break the glass for a lot of you. And I'm so sorry that this has to happen. But Denny's and Wendy's, at the end of the day, yes, they make shit posts, but they're still trying to sell you their food. They are still trying to make a buck off of people. And if that means imitating what like a real person would do on social media, it means they hired that social media intern who's 22 years old, fresh out of college, and loves making fucking, you know, Godzilla shit posts on their Twitter, and has, you know, amassed 100,000 followers on their personal Twitter. They go, wow, that guy knows how to spin anything to be stupid and funny and followed along with. So at the end of the day, they're not really your friends. But if you can extort them to get free like nuggies or something, dude, that's fucking, go for it. That's awesome. As somebody who works in a small jewelry store with a very tiny social media following, this example is making me laugh, Anixis. Not trying to call you out, not trying to call your business out, but I've worked with the owners of many stores like yours where the owners have just been so rigid and unwilling to just try something different, to take even a small risk. A silence brand. Yeah, exactly, yeah. If brands don't interact correctly, then everyone clowns on them. Yeah, that's another thing, too, is like, I guess the good thing that comes out of it is that because people are aware that they're brands, at least enough people are aware that they're brands, and, like, when they step out of line and sort of show their true colors or, like, do something really fucking that they shouldn't have, you know, like they didn't read the room right, I do like that social media will be like, man, you guys are having a bad day with this. You're dumb. You did a stupid thing today. Cough Burger King. Yeah, god damn it. Burger King UK. I don't have enough words. I just don't have enough fucking words. Oh, God. Humans will pack bond with anything. Corporations trying to humanize themselves are playing to that fact. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. And that's the thing, right? Like, I mean, we talk about that all the time. Like, me trying to be transparent here. Like, I am, sure. Am I just one person behind a camera just shooting the shit with everyone, talking about whatever, genuinely letting you guys get to know me and, you know, me getting to know you guys? Yeah, but at the end of the day, this is my full-time job. You know, the nights that, like, we have, like, 100 subs come through, I'm like, fuck, that's awesome. I love my job. This is so great. I still, like, separate that factor from, like, the interactions I have with you guys because I'm not a brand. I'm just a person. I'm homegrown in, you know, in the internet creation space. But I do try to be super, like, make people aware of that. It's like why, like, parasocial relationships are something we talk about all the damn time. And, like, how you got to be careful. Like, just because I'm friendly to you guys, just because we have very open, honest conversations, does not mean that you know me to an intimate degree. There's so much that I just choose not to share with you. It doesn't mean I lie to you when I'm live, but it just means that I'm not always going to share 100% of what I experienced in a day or 100% of what I'm feeling. I'm going to try to be in a certain context when I'm here, and we're just going to vibe out and have a good time together because sometimes that's what I need as well. So it just is what it is. So it's just like, you just got to be careful when it comes to anyone online. Any brand, any person online, you know, it is what it is. Let's see. They tried to pay streamers $6 for free promo. They tried shock marketing to talk about a small scholarship for women and whatever Burger King UK did. Burger King UK was the one with the shock marketing thing. That wasn't actually Burger King US that did that one. That was the Burger King UK tweeted that out. But regardless, still, like, that had to pass by some sort of, like, corporate, you know, proofreading type of shit. You're a Brian. I hate that. I really hate that. But at the same time, again, like, those of you who have met me at, like, conventions and shit, yes, I am technically a brand when I go to, like, conventions because I'm, like, a featured guest. Like, oh, come to the Girbeagly signing or whatever the hell. But, like, when you meet me and we talk, it's just, we have a one-on-one talk. We just chat. We just go, oh, cool. It's so nice to meet you. Nice to be able to say thanks in person. You know, to meme, to joke around, whatever it is. So I try my best to, like, for instance, I put up that Mortal Kombat post on Instagram today. Very clearly labeled ad, very clearly made it, like, you know, I showed off some of the stuff on stream. I was like, thank you, Warner Brothers. This is something, like, you gave me, so that people aren't just like, oh, Brian just, you know, organically likes this movie and just wants to, like, brag about, like, all the cool merch he bought to support the new Mortal Kombat movie. Let's all go watch the Mortal Kombat movie. I'm going to be honest about it. Like, when I talk about it, like, it's a stupid fucking movie. It's really dumb, but I loved it because it was, well, I didn't love it, but I liked the parts that were stupid because it's supposed to be campy, and you can watch it now, streaming live on HBO Max. #ad. He's a walking brand? I'm a brand, but I'm also Chris. You being a brand insinuates the existence of Dollar Tree Girbeagly. I mean, he's out there somewhere, right? They're out there somewhere. Related, I mentioned this earlier, but I'm repeating it because it's wholesome and I thought you'd enjoy. My dad and I played Mortal Kombat 3 for the Sega Genesis so much back in the day that we wore out the cartridge and the game doesn't load. I actually love that so much. So sorry for the loss of your cartridge. That's just cartridge technology. Those chips don't hold up, inserting them and ejecting them over and over again. But Mortal Kombat 3, man, what a throwback. I had it for I had Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 for Super Nintendo back in the day, and it was a game that I definitely got my money's worth out of as well. Holy shit, my parents were so mad that I owned that game too. Holy cow. If your product is yourself, then yes, you are a brand. It's a bad stigma. The worst part, in my opinion, is that you're basically forced to have a Twitter. I mean, I personally like Twitter because it is a place that I get to interact with people. That's the whole reason I even started streaming. For those of you guys who don't know, I did not start off as a Twitch streamer. I prioritized Twitch streams recently because I personally have a lot more fun and find that it's easier to connect with the community via a live streaming platform because this is basically in real time. You know, like I say something, you guys react to it. I get to answer questions or ask you guys questions, whatever it is. That's something that's really important to me is connection with the community. YouTube is where I started. I have 41,000 subscribers on YouTube, but I sort of like lost the drive a little bit for it for a while, and it will eventually. I'll be making more videos over there again, but I just sort of. First of all, a lot of shitty things happened to me, but then on top of it, I just got sort of tired out of making like videos for a little bit, and I went, I'm gonna put more energy into these live streams where I like really, this gives us an opportunity to like talk, and I like that. I love being able to talk with you guys. You know, I love to talk. It's all I do. But I absolutely love being able to like connect, even if it's like on a very surface level of things. You know, how was your day? Great. You know, that type of thing. Like that is still like interaction that like I'm very extroverted and makes me really happy to have with people. So live streaming is, yeah, absolutely something that makes me happy. But Twitter's been great for me, honestly. I really like being able to be on Twitter and being able to talk to people and get to know them a little bit through there, or just joke around with them or see what memes they spam at me or whatever. So it's another avenue, because everyone who follows me on Twitter does not follow me here, and vice versa as well. So I like having a lot of avenues to be able to interact with people. It's just who I am, a very extroverted human being. I have Twitter notifications on for you and only you. Oh boy, you sweet summer child. So sorry that you have to experience that. That's really nice of you, Melanie. Sophie Torellis, hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Twitch allows live blurst content. Very true. I do have a couple like sort of shit post video ideas for YouTube for whenever I come back. I ran them by Ethan like a couple months ago, and he thought they were really funny. So I might do that at some point. But
triplets to be born / us.
Wallowy Willowy. I did not know that fact about birth, but I guess I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the 21 months. Thanks so much for using your Prime. That's really nice of you. Unbelievably generous of you. I know you guys only get one of those a month, so thank you very, very much for supporting the channel with that. But I do like having multiple avenues to be able to interact with people. So part of the reason I got on TikTok more actively over the past like couple weeks, it's a stupid shitpost site for me. Like I do not take it very seriously at all. I don't take TikTok seriously at all. Whenever I post up there, it's just because I felt like it, and that's it. It's just goofy. It's just stupid. I like it. My main qualm with Twitter, and I guess I could say the same about this very chat, is it's very difficult to convey intent, and it's easy to misread and misinterpret. Yeah, and that's something that we all struggle with when it comes to the internet and intent and context and things like that. I think that it's more about like getting a feel of someone when it comes to this community. You'll see people who have been here for a couple weeks here. You'll see people who have been here for freaking years, like years and years and years. The whole thing is if you're here, and like I said, you're not starting trouble, there's a very good chance that we're not going to try to dunk on you or anything like that. You're not saying something that's like overtly, intentionally offensive. So, yeah. Have you even found in the recent months people using /s to show sarcasm? Yes. So tone tags are something that, especially amongst neurodivergent people, are very like heavily used to help people understand the intent they have or help them understand intent. Because they're unable to pick up on intent, especially just from text. And again, that's a difficulty that extends beyond neurodivergent people, in my opinion, is online text especially. Especially when, like you said, this chat. There's a lot of different subjects going on right now. There's people trying to toss in goofy jokes. There's people who are trying to, like, actually genuinely contribute to the conversation. There are people who are talking about their grandma's fucking lasagna recipe for some goddamn reason. You know, stuff like that. There's bound to be some misinterpretation. There's bound to be a moment where someone hiccups and forgets that someone has been here and is just goofing around or whatever. When those happen, those misunderstandings happen, which they're bound to. It just happens. It just does happen. And it's a difficulty that we try to get through with understanding as much as we can. So, yeah. Tone tags help a lot. Like, damn, how did I ever read intent before seeing those? Yeah, it's really weird because I'm from a generation where, like, sarcasm was basically hard-baked into everything that we did. And it still very much is a part of my personality. So, like, I read almost, like, it's like you said, it's weird because I can pick up intent a lot from just text. But there are moments where I'm like, that person just called me, like a fucking dumbass. And I don't know if there's, like, I recognize them. They've been here for 7 months in the community. But did they mean that in, like, a shitty way? Or were they saying it because they don't understand that we're not close enough for them to call me that yet? And they just misread the situation, and it was an honest mistake. And I always try to, like, point it out when I can and set back. Because, again, part of intent that I think is really important that people forget and think of as, like, a separate issue is just setting boundaries. Set boundaries when you can. It is not selfish to do that. It is a tactic that allows you to feel comfortable yourself and make it very well known to other people around you what lines they should not be crossing. And I think that that's really important. I think that that is absolutely reasonable to do, is to set boundaries to make yourself and other people feel comfortable when it comes to interactions and stuff like that. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a complicated thing that especially as we learn more about neurodivergency, as we continue to adapt as a on the internet all the time society, and as, like, just language in general and, like, social interaction changes across the board, all those factors are going to pour into this and basically force us to change how we do things. And it might not be immediate, and that's okay. We're all learning together. And I think that's all right. That's absolutely fine. I think that's just a natural part of human existence. Really, especially with the internet involved. So, yeah. Same, but as times change, some of it has gone muddy to me. So I'm like, are they trolling? Are they being serious? I don't know. Yeah, and here's the other thing. I don't think that it is wrong to ask for clarification. Just like it's not wrong to set boundaries to let people know who are around you that, hey, this is like a line you should not be crossing with me. I think that it's okay when you read something and you go, I don't really know what they meant by that. Just going, hey, just wondering, were you joking with that? Maybe it will feel a little bit clunky and awkward because that's, like, not something that everyone does in person. But I think especially online, that is becoming less and less of a weird thing to do. I think that when people, like, seek intent, other people are more than happy to dispel any sort of misunderstanding instead of making it a larger issue than it is. And obviously, there's limits to that. There's people out there who are just going to be assholes about it. But I think that it's okay. It's absolutely okay to ask for clarification. I think that's all right, in my opinion. So, yeah. I'm going to get fairy wings and wear them all the time. See, I don't know if you're joking about that, Captain Nemo, but if hey, you do you. That's just the way that we do things here. Have fun if that's something you decide to do, you know? So, Yeah, Bree, that's something I think all of us are working on together here too. And that's the thing is the community, if as it grows, as it changes, that's how relationships work. That's how friendships work. That's how relationships work. That's how any sort of interaction you have with another human being within your lifetime works, is establishing some type of trust, feeling each other out in the sense of, like I said, this is my boundary, this is this person's boundary. This is how they typically are, so I can at least infer like the foundation or like a baseline expectation. And when there's deviations outside of that, then I see clarification, and that makes that communication a lot easier and more pleasant and comfortable for all of us. And in the grand scheme of things. Off to sleep? Yo, Crow, take care. Thank you so much for hanging with us. We appreciate you. If I have to explain the joke, it's not funny. Well, I didn't get it anyways, so it probably wasn't funny in the first place. I mean, that's not a bad point. Like, obviously, again, neurodivergency, like, really plays into that, where sometimes it's a very obvious joke to some people, might not be so to someone who is on the neurodivergent scale. And that's fine. Again, seeking clarification is fine. But I'd like to think that most people who explain a joke to someone who might be neurodivergent are able to put it in an order, are able to put it in a perspective that allows that person to piece that joke together themselves and still get some sort of organic humor out of it. So, and again, this varies amongst individuals. And it just is the way that it is. And I think that we're sort of like in a growing pains type of transition when it comes to language and online interpretation and all sorts of like just communication in general. It's 12:30 a.m. I need to get to bed. Up in 5 hours to get started on work. Oh my gosh. Austin, take care. Thank you so much for being here, dude. Really appreciate you every single time you're here, man. Nightbot just gave me a warning for using caps. Yeah, so we do have a cap. You can use some caps in this chat. The thing is we were having a really big problem with people coming in and spamming full blocks of like fucking like novels of text in all caps. And it was very, very annoying to everybody. Not to mention, it's just like a shitty thing to do because not only are you like taking up all of chat for the streamer and other people who are trying to like write things, but like some people are like, are they just shouting all the time? And that's kind of shitty to do. You don't want to be shouting all the time. That's like anxiety inducing. I ask my mom almost daily if she hates me because she says things like fine and okay a lot, and I associate that with being angry for some reason. If that makes any sense. It does, and you're absolutely valid in feeling that way, especially if you've had negative interactions with that in the past. But by identifying that that's not always the case, hopefully you're working with your mom and communicating with her a lot, especially since it sounds like she's open to communicating with you, to hopefully break that expectation that it is like inherently a negative thing, and especially that you can walk back from the whole like hatred thing. I hope that that's something that you guys can take apart together and eventually move on to a situation where you don't associate those phrases anymore. And whether that takes, just repetition of clarification of that or what it might be, I hope that you get to a point where you no longer take those very benign words of fine and okay. And I know that some people use those to like snipe at each other sarcastically or to be short with each other. Sure. But if your mom is repeatedly telling you, no, of course I don't hate you, that's not why I said those words. Those are just part of her natural vocabulary. It's also valid that that's just the way that she talks. And maybe it will come from her where she starts using different phrases instead. Or maybe it will come from within you where you'll go, hey, I don't associate those things with bad things anymore. That's okay. That's all right. Depending on which way you go with that, it could be really fast. It could be something that's gone before you know it, and your relationship will be even healthier for it in the end. Gonna call it here and head to bed. Have a great rest of the stream. Chaotic, thank you so much for being here. We always appreciate you. Thank you. We're definitely working on it. Great. I'm happy to hear that. Also, just with everyone heading off to bed, guys, I just realized like what fucking time it was, and I actually streamed for like 30, 40 minutes longer than I thought I was going to. I'm starting to sweat a little bit, and I don't know if it's from the vaccine or if it is from sitting under my hot lamps in my office here. But I'm not feeling 1,000,000,000% right now, so I think I'm going to probably start winding down here with tonight's Just Chatting stream. I hope that it was fun. I hope that it was just chill for people. Those of you who needed just sort of laid-back vibes, please enjoy whatever we had to offer you tonight. Those of you who came for a laugh or something, I hope that something funny was said. I have no idea. But thank you so much. Seriously, thank you so much for being here. Again, no guarantee that we will be doing a Saturday stream for the launch of the St. Jude stuff. But at the very least, the t-shirt and the link to the charity itself, both of those will be going live so that we can start the fundraising. And hopefully I'm not dying in bed. Hopefully I'm able to leave my bed or my couch or wherever it is that I collapse. But I hope people had a good time tonight. Thank you, seriously. Thank you for all the follows. Thanks for the bits, the subs, the resubs, gifted subs, whatever came through tonight. All those mean a lot. They help out a ton. The fact that, is 2 short days ago, we had, over 100 subs in a single stream. Absolutely mind-boggling. We're still above 1,000, so that's really cool. I forgot, what did I say I was going to do at 1,500, guys? If we hit 1,500 again, what the hell was it that I was going to do? I can't remember. Also, sorry to everyone that I was so low energy tonight and sort of all over the place, missing all sorts of messages tonight. But thank you so much for chatting with me. Thank you very, very much for chatting. Thank you very much to anyone who just hung out here to lurk. Please know that lurking is just as appreciated as people who chat here. You still are spending your time with this community, which allows us to build up together, which is really cool. Cut off your toes at 1,500? Yeah, that sounds about right, Shiro. Thank you. Redye your hair? No, it wasn't anything to do with hair. So, yeah. Juggle chainsaws. Do I look like a circus clown? I don't answer that. I hope that people join up on the Discord as well. If you like the vibe here, you're going to love the Discord. We have community movie nights. We have community game nights, stuff like that. Please check that out. Our mods over there are fantastic as well. Also, please drop by the Reddit. Eat Lav's Egg, not for 1 million subscribers. If I was the most subscribed to channel on Twitch, I would not get my mouth anywhere near fucking Lav's stupid egg thing. Was it the baby to game thing? Was it? Was it the baby game? The baby game? I think it was the baby game. I would play it on stream. I was like, yeah, I'll go out, I'll buy the equipment at 1,500 to fucking stream my stupid screen to play the baby game. Okay, chat does remember. Okay. That's, thank you. I forgot where I was. My brain is gone. Yeah, please drop some memes over on the subreddit. Drop some nice messages for each other if you want to. Fan art's always welcome there as well. But yeah. Anyway, chat. Hope you all have an absolutely wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it may be for you. You guys are the best in the world. I am out of my mind tired right now at this point. I will set up at least a few milestones for tomorrow's charity stream, but I think I'm going to be passing the fuck out soon. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to play new Pokemon Snap. I'm sad. But I hope you guys have a good one. I hope that you walk away from the stream going, yo, I had fun. But yeah. Love each and every one of you so very much. I really, really do. Finger hearts as usual. Gonna go ahead and end this stream here. And let's get some money for the kids, guys. Let's raise as much money as we fucking can for these kids. Let's make that difference that we make every year. I have full faith that this community can do that. Anyway, see you guys later. See you in the next one. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. 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 Goodbye.